Busy morning. I'm staying up in Dover, New Hampshire for the month. I did Deerfield as part of Antiques Week in New Hampshire. I've been hitting some of the local flea markets, but today it's Saturday. It's my final Saturday here. I leave next Saturday, and I decided to do a local show right here in Dover, promoted by the same family, the Gurleys, who did the Deerfield show. And they have a lot of shows in this area and up and down Maine and New Hampshire. Anyway, I'm doing this show last minute. I decided to do it. I was trying to decide between setting up here or setting up at Todd's Farm. I decided I'm going to set up here. That way I can shop this show early, and then I can go to Todd's Farm and try to just shop and not worry about trying to set up. So let's get at it. Let's see if I can't make some money and make back my booth rent of $85.
So the first thing I did was actually make a quick pass. I was maybe 12th in line, so a bunch of dealers in ahead of me. Made a quick pass to see what other dealers had brought out. But then I did buy a couple things, and then I started setting up in earnest. First I put out my tables, threw out a few things, and then I made another pass, and then came back, started unloading some of the boxes. Setup, it's a lot of work. This show I was excited to do. I'm not sure how the selling will go, but I'm excited because you can see a little bit of a line starting early. But I'm excited because I really want to buy some stuff during setup. I'm hoping if you stick around to the end of the video, you can see I did buy a few things. Not a huge show. I think maybe 25, 30 dealers all told. Definitely some cool early stuff. I love this thing. There it is, the line again. Not a huge line when the field opened, but they were definitely passionate buyers looking to get in, looking to shop. Here we go, a little bit. This was still right after it opened. You can see a few people lingering. There you can see people walking out to the cars carrying stuff. I saw some of those early buyers made 4 or 5 trips to the cars. Super hot that day, miserably hot that day. So I set up this really cool little canopy to protect myself from the sun, just because I'm trying not to burn as much. Here's my setup when it was all said and done. Brought out a pretty big load, probably more stuff than I wanted to pull out, but a lot of this stuff is earmarked for Broomfield, which is a couple weeks later. But like I said, I thought I'd give it a try at this show first. Some really cool stuff. Some stuff I've had for a while, and some really cool stuff, some new stuff, new to me, the stuff I just bought. Yeah, I got this, some of the comics are mine, and some of them are collection that I got consigned. Some really good comics mixed in, and signs, and folk art, and the normal stuff that I carry to shows, including a big Santa Claus. Here it is, lunchtime. I had to support the food vendor because it'd be impossible to do a show without a food vendor. I'm never prepared enough. And pack out, it was murder. It was super hot that day. Pack out was rough. I did not film any pack out because I was just in such a hurry to leave.
Yeah, pretty good show. I bought like 5 things. 5 things I'm really excited by. Have lots of money left in the 5 things, I think. So that alone made it worthwhile. And then I sold enough to justify the cost of the booth, which was only $85. Let's dive into what I bought and then talk about the show overall.
There were cars in the field before me, so I parked and I immediately started walking around. This was my first buy. My friend Tommy Thompson, it was in his booth, but he was splitting a booth with another guy whose name I don't know. But I bought this from Tommy's booth partner. Really cool kind of signs. Tommy actually knows I like signs, and he pointed them out to me when I walked over. But yeah, cool signs off of a wagon, sides of wagons, but neat. I just love it. I'm the boss. Give me a trial. So probably some quack medicine, but I love that I'm a boss. Kind of a cool phrase on an old sign. Next up, this tomato sign, cheap, $20, bought it. Really neat graphics, really like it, really pops. Painted on masonite with a wood frame, and the wood frame is actually made of, has some damage, but the sign itself is good. Really like it. The wood frame is actually made from another old sign. It looks like kind of a neat mid-century modern thing. Bought this also from the person sharing Tommy's booth, early Connecticut jug. Nice oval wood form, I think like 1835 or so. A little bit of blue on the handle, where the handle connects to the top, but nothing too special, but nice early jug. And then this cool wood carved eagle, really cool thing, nice condition, nicely carved, really nice surface on it, nice paint, well done eagle, has a great look to it. And then on the back, if you flip it over, it has this really weird square nail for some reason. Old hole in it, but yeah, square nail on the back. A really cool surface to it. Neat thing. I think probably like 1890s or so, possibly right around the centennial, 1876, but I think it's maybe slightly newer than that. But nice wood carved eagle, gilt paint, really good surface. My final buy, it's actually a Federal shotgun ammunition sign. This was pretty cheap, 25 bucks, but not like the sexiest of signs because it is just has ducks on it. But yeah, metal folded over cardboard, but Federal. And here you can see what they sell for on eBay. I picked this up on after I bought this, I checked it out on eBay, and you can see good, strong asking price on eBay. I'm not trying to make that much money on it, but a little pain to ship. But really cool sign. Like I said, paid $25. Should be able to turn that into 150 or so.
Okay, so yeah, I love those 5 purchases. I think the worst thing is the tomato sign, which, to be honest, I'm filming this a couple weeks later. I've already actually sold that, and I did a little more than double my money. Not a huge profit, but did a little better than double my money. Did really well in the jug. The jug was a good mark, good early jug. Made about $110 on the jug, so that was a good buy. I still have the eagle, and I still have the pair of signs off the wagons that I'm holding both of those for a later one of my email sales, but I expect the same sort of thing to make maybe $100 or more on both of those. I still have the shotgun sign, which I should make like 150 on. So realistically, I think we're looking at probably, or make $125 on the shotgun sign, probably looking at making about $450 profit on the purchases, and so I'm really happy with that. Sales weren't amazing, but I did blow out some stuff I wanted to get rid of. I sold a couple things. Ended up clearing a little bit of profit from the booth rent. After the booth rent and everything, I think I cleared maybe 30 bucks or something. So 50 bucks, like 50 bucks profit on my sales. So all in all, well, good day, because to be honest, I think I would definitely do the show again. Let's put that out there. I would definitely do the show again. I would probably take less stuff and only take stuff that I really wanted to blow out and get rid of. Or maybe a few new things that just had a lot of money left in them to try to sell during setup to some of the other dealers. But I would go again just to pick during setup, which is one reason to do a show, is just to pick during setup. And the show is cheap enough that is a viable reason to do that show. You know, if you make $500 profit on what you buy and it costs you $85 to be there, then that's well worth it. Particularly if you can sell just enough to sort of justify the day overall, which is what I did. And so I'm happy with it. And thanks for the Gurleys for putting on the show, and I'm glad that a bunch of dealers showed up. And like I said, next time I'm in Dover, New Hampshire, I'll be checking that show out and trying to do it again. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit like and subscribe to follow my antiques journey. Peace.